In a small, peaceful village nestled between rolling hills and emerald fields, there lived a young man named Vikram. At 22, he was full of dreams, but there was one thing that held him back: he was afraid of hard work. Since childhood, Vikram had relied on the help of others whenever life threw him a challenge. Whether it was his parents, his friends, or even his neighbors, someone was always there to offer a hand when he needed it. And for a long time, that was enough for him. Vikram's father, Herdut, was a man of the earth. A farmer who had spent his life tilling the soil. He knew the value of hard work. Every day, from the first light of dawn to the setting sun, he labored in the fields, planting, harvesting, and maintaining the land that provided for his family. Herdut was proud of what he had built, a life rooted in effort, perseverance, and self-sufficiency. One of Herdut's favorite sayings was, "Life is like a field, you reap what you sow. If you don't work hard, you'll never succeed." But Vikram, too young and carefree to truly understand, dismissed his father's words. He didn't see the need to work when it seemed like help was always just a call away. Why break a sweat when others were there to do it for him? But life, as it often does, had different plans. One fateful day, Vikram's world was turned upside down. His father fell seriously ill. A quiet sickness crept into his body, and the doctor's diagnosis was clear: Herdut needed complete rest for at least a year. For the first time in his life, Vikram saw the weight of responsibility fall on his shoulders. All of the work on the farm, the crops, the animals, the chores, everything now rested with him. And for the first time, Vikram felt the crushing weight of the world on his young shoulders. In a panic, Vikram rushed to his uncle for help. "Please, uncle, I need your support. Father can't work, and I don't know how to handle everything by myself," Vikram pleaded. But his uncle, already burdened with his own problems, turned him away. "You must stand on your own now, Vikram. Life doesn't wait for anyone," he said. Vikram's friends, once reliable in their shared adventures, were now preoccupied with their own lives. No one came to his aid. His knees weakened with fear, but there was no choice now. He had to face the truth. He could no longer run away from his responsibilities. If he didn't act, his family would suffer. The next morning, before the first rays of sunlight touched the hills, Vikram woke up. His hands trembled as he stepped outside, his heart racing with uncertainty. The field stretched before him, vast, daunting, and unfamiliar. He had never worked the land, never understood the rhythm of the seasons or the toil it took to cultivate food. His father's wisdom had always been there to guide him, but now it was his turn to take the reins. The work was grueling. His hands, soft from years of comfort, quickly became rough from the wear of the tools. His back ached, his body screamed in exhaustion, and for a moment, he wanted to give up. But then, something unexpected happened. With each passing day, Vikram learned from his mistakes. The crops needed water, but the irrigation system was broken. In the past, he would have called someone to fix it. But now, he rolled up his sleeves, grabbed the tools, and set to work. It wasn't perfect, but he managed. When he miscalculated the amount of fertilizer, he learned from it, adjusting his methods for the next batch. When he lost money in the market, he didn't give up. Instead, he took the time to learn about trading, visiting the market more often, speaking with experienced sellers, and slowly regaining his losses. Vikram's confidence began to grow. Each mistake was a lesson, each challenge an opportunity to improve. He started to take more initiative, fixing the fences, tending to the livestock, and planning his finances carefully. Slowly, the farm began to thrive. He was no longer dependent on anyone. He had transformed from a boy who once waited for others to help him into a young man capable of carrying the weight of his family's future. Months passed, and Vikram's father, now recovering, was able to return to the fields. One morning, he walked out to the farm and saw his son hard at work, drenched in sweat but with a determined look on his face. He smiled, pride swelling in his chest. "I told you, Vikram, life is like a field. You reap what you sow. You've finally begun plowing your own land. Vikram stood tall, his father's words sinking deep into his heart. He now understood the wisdom of what his father had said all those years. The struggle, the sweat, the failures, everything had led to this moment. He had learned that success was not about waiting for someone to come to his rescue. It was about taking responsibility, learning from mistakes, and putting in the hard work. One day, an old friend of Vikram's, someone who had always leaned on others for help, came to visit him. He complained about his struggles, hoping for Vikram's assistance. Vikram smiled softly, remembering the boy he used to be. He looked his friend in the eye and said, "No one is coming to save you. The only person who can change your life is you." His friend didn't quite understand, but Vikram didn't need him to. He knew the truth. He had been through the same journey of dependency and doubt, but now he saw clearly that true power comes from self-reliance. A year later, Vikram was a changed man. His farm had expanded, and he had even started a small dairy business. His father was proud, his mother relieved, and the villagers respected him. The boy who once depended on others had become the man who now helped others. When his old friends asked him how he had changed so much, Vikram simply smiled and said, "The day I stopped waiting for others and started believing in myself, everything changed." The lessons Vikram learned were powerful ones. No one is coming to save you. Friends and family may offer support, but in the end, you must solve your own problems. Failures are not the end, they are the best teachers. With hard work, continuous learning, and a willingness to take responsibility, success becomes a natural outcome. Life may be unpredictable, and challenges will always arise. The question is, will you rise to face them, or will you wait for someone to save you? Vikram chose to rise, and in doing so, he transformed his life. In the end, Vikram understood that self-reliance is freedom. Dependency weakens us, but taking charge of our own destiny empowers us. It's a lesson we all must learn, because no one else is coming to save us. We must take responsibility for our lives, learn from our mistakes, and carve our own path. Only then will we reap the rewards of our efforts. So, take a step forward today. Stop waiting for someone else to fix things. The field of your dreams is waiting for you to plow it. The question is, will you?